You met Ismark and he brought you back to his house. He asked you to help transport his sister, and they refused unless you brought their father's body to be buried. Trying to do a good deed, you ended up trying to kill someone's son.
Slash save.
I'm pretty sure you were trying to kill him.
Yeah,
Save as well.
I think the realm was trying to kill him.
We begin.
So company
I believe someone had a turn before we rolled initiative.
Realm did. I believe.
Everything's fine. So, yeah. What are you doing, Bob?
Is it my turn in combat?
No, you swang at him.
Last time I did, I both used the spell and an attack at him.
And then I used Firebolt, missed, and we called it a session.
Okay.
Maybe
So
it's Delvin then.
Because I don't know if I actually made turn timers yet, because the thing hadn't really initiated us, so I don't think we started the turn.
No, we didn't find initiative yet. I think it was Delvin, because if I remember right, Brad prepared a spell. Realm attack, I kind of attacked to get him away
Yeah,
from
you've
Realm.
all had a turn apart from Delvin, so Delvin do that and then everyone can roll initiative.
What was? Didn't we roll initiative before?
No,
No, I don't
No.
think we did.
we definitely didn't roll initiative.
Alright, okay.
We would have been able to see some chat as well.
Yes.
Because I see I did my guiding bolt and the warhammer, and then first did firebolt.
What did he...
He just ran away.
what did he firebolt exactly?
So Kratos tried to firebolt the vampire spawn, but the vampire spawn, Doru, grabbed Bob and just kind of used Bob's armor to deflect it. And that's how it ended.
Hmm.
Did the thing actually attack back though?
Not
It
yeah,
killed the shit out of Bob because Bob tried to smash it with a hammer.
I don't have any chocolate, Lincoln. have to ask mommy.
Delvin will run back to the stairs, and I'm guessing that the trap door is still like open, like
Oh
the
yeah,
latch
you
is still on.
ripped it off. Oh,
That's
well,
lovely.
you didn't rip it off, did you?
No, we
Melted it
we
off.
We busted the lock and opened it.
Yeah.
Delvin will just shout up, "We've got a situation down here!" Like up the stairs, and then, but he's gonna go over and say, "I'm not gonna attack him, not in case, not when he's barely even defending himself."
Alright. So everyone roll initiative.
Yeah,
And
Delvin
we
will
can
wait
see
until
how
in case
this
he tries
pans
to
out.
push.
3! I'm not gonna have a turn. Right. Oh wait, no, you're dealing with Kyle.
I'm back. Sorry.
That's a good roll for once on initiative.
Initiative.
Oh, shit. 5.
Oh, 19, 5, 5,
That
19.
everyone, yeah, then.
It's
Oh
3,
shit!
19. Boy. 19.
Should I
you
roll
wanna
for
do
second,
another-
boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which Del boy is less?
Good bad
Good
boy.
But is the good boy bad?
Good boy.
New
Upside
boy.
down, Finn.
New boy's bad. Bad. New boy's
Oh.
last.
We don't know that yet. He could be either.
I didn't mean to say bad. I meant to say last.
That's so fast. 3. And then Del 2. Roll to 2.
Fucking Del 2.
Alright. So, Ruby, you're first. You've just heard Delvin yell up.
Huh. What do we call a flower boy, right? Oh, flower boy?
Yes, I believe so.
Delvin, whatever you want, really.
Did you hear that?
We'll have a different thing.
You stay with the priest. I'm gonna go see what exactly is going on. Don't try anything funny. Mainly to the priest.
No, I'll keep him safe. I'll keep him safe. Go quick. They might need help.
And they're in the basement, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You would have seen the room that they went into.
Second door on the right.
Second one to the right. How?
That one. No, the lower one, the one with the water.
Oh, is this where they are?
Yep, we're in the basement.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Do you have extra movement as a tabaxi?
I think I only have like a cat speed or whatever the hell.
you can
it's
use it
called.
once to double your movement speed.
Yeah, because if it's all the way down in the basement, then I would try to get down there as fast as possible. I don't know like, how much further I'm allowed to go.
You get to the bottom of the steps using your cat speed.
Okay, so I'm able to see what's going on. Is anybody hurt?
It is
Bob is being grappled at the moment.
Oh boy. What did you guys do?
We came down here. He is a spawn of vampireness.
Oh boy.
But
In
he
other
is.
words, they wanted to kill him, I wanted to save him. And we've been at an impasse since.
And Bob is being aggressive.
I couldn't.
You initiated combat, just so you remember.
I did.
Yeah,
yes.
you two did kind of egg him on. He was
No,
just
Amorous
like, "Y'all, I'm
initiated.
hungry.
Yes, I moonbeamed him.
Yum yum yum, I want to eat something. Do you guys have some food?" And you guys just... There was like a whole morality issue going on.
He
Yes,
just
there
wanted
is.
a piece of the pussy.
Alright, so is that the end of my turn, just using it up to get down here,
You
yeah?
have an action.
Alright.
That's so good. That's so good.
Uh,
Damn, Amorous.
If you use your crossbow, you would have 3/4 cover though, from the angle you're at.
but I wouldn't... All I see is Bob getting hurt, and I and I don't have any more movement to get to Bob, right?
You could dash, but then you would have nothing left.
I would rather try to...
You wouldn't know what situation Bob's in, because he's all he's done is grabbed him.
No, isn't he like pretty hurt?
Not visibly from your angle. Because they'd be facing each other, so all you would see is Bob's back. Would only have his claws around him.
Alright,
So
I'm just
visibly,
gonna...
You wouldn't see anything.
I'm
And
just
the
gonna...
mark from a fireball.
Yeah, and the microfireball.
You'd probably see them hugging it out in the corner.
Well, how about... I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna actually just ready my weapons, because I'm Ruby's hella confused at what's going on right now. I'm just gonna get... Can you guys get over here, please? And I'm just gonna end my turn, because this seems like a whole shit fest. So original Del Boy should go.
Okay. Next is regular Delvin. Delvin full sugar.
Delvin Prime.
He's an unwilling innocent.
Well, I would have said that you were like here because you poked your head up. and yelled.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Everyone get back upstairs. We're not dealing with this now. If there's a way you can fix him, we'll do it. He's not armed. He wasn't even attacking. I'm not doing it. And he'll just wait at the top. He'll draw his weapon in case anything, like, you know, attempts to escape after it, but like, no, he's not gonna move on it.
Okay.
Where's this gone? So, Doru is going to bite at you. Ah,
Yeah.
That is a natural 20.
Shit.
So that is 1d6. So that's 6 piercing damage. And 20 necrotic damage.
Fuck me.
Relentless assault, so I have 1 health.
Wow.
That's good, because you would have died.
Yes,
Just
I would.
flat out.
Is this like vampire pretty strong?
Doru's head moves up to Bob and just wrestling for a grab, manages to push his teeth into Bob, and Bob starts shuddering, shaking from the deep necrotic darkness that's seeping into his body, defiling his very beliefs in church and religion. His body grows limp and then tenses up all of a sudden. And that's what you see.
Can I ask what exactly is the necrotic damage exactly? Just a mindfuck?
No,
Like
it's
the...
just like vampirism. And
Oh, okay. It's like
none
their
of them.
element?
It's like fat disease, boy.
Disease, undeath.
You can be
Drain.
resistant to different things, which is why it's like specifically different damage.
Okay.
It's your turn, Bob. Dory's eyes are wild, licking this thick, orcish blood off his lips.
Yeah, I guess he liked that.
You like that, you dirty cow?
Thick.
Only character to get to go, you like that?
Oh, I like that, you dirty bitch.
He's going through spells, I think.
He can try and break the grapple, or try and heal himself, or...
Question is if I can get a heal off through the grapple, because that's like basically the only thing I can actually try and do. Because I'm gonna die if I don't heal myself.
You can break the
I'm going to
grapple.
say that you felt the necrotic energies almost sever your soul from your body immediately.
But if I don't break the grapple, I'm gonna die from counter.
The next attack is.
Yeah, but won't he get like a reaction if I fail the breaking the...
No.
He doesn't get a reaction, no.
Unless you run away.
What exactly can break a grapple? Can only be Bob.
No, someone could kind of intervene.
We could intervene. For
I guess I'll
instance.
go with the cure wounds first.
Okay.
And hit those notes there, Brad.
And I guess at the second level, because I need...
Oh, your maximum hit points is also lowered by 20.
Whoa.
Well, fuck.
So... by 20.
Yep.
Shit.
That was a bad crit.
Well, then I wouldn't even have needed to cast it at second level.
That's fine. You
Because
can,
max health is only 3.
You can go back on that.
I'm not the most health! I mean,
Oh yeah, I just, regular one, so that heals me up to 3 health, which that's the most I can get. And then I tried to break free of him.
Technically, healing yourself and trying to break a grapple are both actions.
Okay, then I'll just stick
I will
with
allow
healing
you to
myself.
have it as a bonus action because of your trait of your orcish resistance, like this primal energy bursting out of you.
Yeah.
But only in this situation where it makes sense thematically.
So what am I rolling?
So you're gonna die anyway. It is strength
Who laughed there, because I could not tell.
Amanda.
No, it's me.
I thought it was Brad for a second.
No.
Yeah, you managed to shove him off in the same burst of rage. Just your spirit wells up within you. You feel this heat of health like regenerate through you as you utter a spell and shove him off. And you shove him against the wall, like. That will be your turn. Next it is Amorous.
Oh wow. Right. How far away am I? Oh, that's too far. Shit.
I think you're still holding concentration on your Moonbeam.
I am, but I can't. Can I move the Moonbeam into this spot, back behind him, so that it doesn't hit?
I don't think you can cast it in a place you can't see.
No, I have to move it. Now that it's up, I have to move it physically. It has to go.
But you can't move it into a wall, surely. Paste the spell.
Amorous. Boop. Nope, it's not gonna paste the spell. So like if I put the point in this wall here, its circle would be those two squares rather than off.
Would that other hit actually have killed me outright? Because my relentless endurance will not work if it would have.
We lost Amanda.
No, I was incorrect. I read it wrong. The you will only die if the necrotic lowers your maximum health to 0.
Okay, yeah.
Then you would literally not exist. So you were fine. You would have just been knocked unconscious.
Fair enough.
So can I move my Moonbeam?
But oh yeah, lower maximum health because would have
You
like.
can only put it so that the epicenter would be touching the wall. The epicenter can't be further than the wall because you couldn't.
But if the epicenter's touching the wall, like if I move this ring, the epicenter will be there.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so it doesn't hit Bob. That's good. Right.
Oh,
so
Moonbeam comes down from above?
kind of, it's more like a beam of. It's like a small like. Think like Akira, where it's like it starts out from the bottom and just. There's silvery like. The anime Akira. Okay, never mind. Right, Moonbeam is 2d10. I move it and slide it over. Need to save Bob.
It says when a creature enters it.
It's entering by me moving into it.
No, it's entering him. Or starts his turn. That is
Okay, so on his turn it'll trigger it.
Yeah, I would say that's a very thing because you could like move it 60 feet and sweep it across the whole room.
You can do that.
That seems a bit broken compared to every other spell in the game.
You have to sweep it across people though. So you can't just like wave it back and forth and like
It's still like more powerful than anything else at level 1.
I think I can only move it. Okay, but yeah, he has to start his turn now. When he starts his turn, and I say, "Creature, leave Bob alone, and I shall resend the beam of light above your head."
On wizards, it says moving the moonbeam onto people does not count. The
Okay.
creature has to enter it themselves.
Fair enough. So it's on him, but now next turn he'll trigger it.
He's more oblivious to you. He's just sated his thirst, and it is glorious. He's got feral eyes, and he's heaving like breath, like he's going through like the waves of ecstasy right now.
He just came.
Pretty much.
Okay. I will move over here. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's legal.
Yes.
Bonus action? Oh no, you moved it. You have an attack then, don't you?
No, I have to use an action to move it. I have a bonus action
okay.
left, but I'm not going to use one. In fact, I don't think I have anything. No, I don't have anything that can use a bonus action.
Okay.
Yep.
Still Chris, your turn.
Finally. Seeing
Roll higher
Amanda
then,
is not
bitch.
hearing anything in Discord. We can try and
No,
fix
I'm
it.
like, I keep disconnecting, so I didn't know what happened with Brad. Sorry.
I swung the Moonbeam around on top of him, and then I told him to leave, but he didn't seem to listen.
So you broke into someone's house, laser beamed them, and told them to get out.
Yeah. Well,
I told him to release Bob specifically. Actually, I told him to.
technically, we're in a church. This is the Lord's house, not his house. And he's demonic,
Anyways.
so he's definitely not allowed in.
Wait, I thought you were defending him.
I'm defending him, but I'm also defending the logic here.
Anyways.
There's no logic in Barovia.
There's no logic in it.
I'm just gonna keep my turn simple. I'm gonna cast Burning Hands, make sure it doesn't hit Bob, and try to keep him away from him. So it's literally just gonna coon towards Bob and go around Bob just.
Yeah. Roll to hit. Or roll the spell. However the fuck Burning Hands works.
11 damage. He needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
DC 12. He fails it.
So it takes 11 fire damage.
Your flame gutters out of your hand, sweeping across the floor, roasting bits of bone and twig from small animals and just general wastage as it flies up and licks at the vampire spawn.
That's a bit threatening.
There's flames licking at him, and he screams out a bit as they begin to light the hems of his ragged clothing. Alright, that's it. Or are you doing anything else?
I'm gonna move, aren't I?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, of course you can. You also have a bonus action.
Yeah, bonus action.
You probably don't have anything that uses a bonus action.
Probably
You can
not.
cast light,
That's true.
or is that an action?
That's an action, I think.
Rest in peace.
Plus, I would actually need light to cast light. I'm going to move. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna move
You
up to
moving?
right here. Yep.
Okay.
End of my turn. No, I want to be on half square.
No, you can't. Fuck you. A laser beam comes out of the sky and nukes your fucking.
The ones from over there?
No, a different one. This one is shaped like a giant dildo.
Shit.
It's time for flower delving.
I'm getting nuked by a fucking dildo.
So what's going on around Flower? What's the priest doing? Like, how's he reacted to everything?
He's kind of like just distraught. He's like done that thing where he's cried so much he's just like huddled up and like over himself, not really much making a sound. He's breathing very like moving between breathing shallowly, kind of like hyperventilating, and then
Is he standing or is he
like
like?
that. You know, he's like crouched. He's like almost balled up, like prostrate on the floor.
What's on the altar in front?
Not much. There's a prayer book, some melted candles. Behind there's a rope that leads up into the ceiling. You could probably make the assumption it's attached to the belfry.
Is there any sharp? I'm guessing all these benches are smashed.
Yeah, they're all.
Is it like a long, sharpish, stake-looking one?
Oh yeah, you could definitely like scrounge something that looks like a stake.
Yeah. Delvin's gonna pick one up.
Around, kick some of the bits apart, and find this roughly foot-long, like thick bit of wood out, a couple of splinters hanging out of it.
Yeah, like a good-sized one, not too big. Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
no, it's like an inch or so in diameter, more like a dowel, but not like a thick one. But
He'll just pick it up and he'll walk back over to the priest and just say, "Looks like your boy might be causing my friends a bit of trouble down there. But they said they'd never hurt him, and my friends aren't liars. But they can't lie to you if you're not here." And he's gonna stab him in the heart.
okay.
Do it.
Well, shit.
But he wants to kind of bend him over it and jam it on him and then push him on his front so it's like he fell on it.
It's
Yeah, he's pretty much.
What happened?
Good
You
Delvin,
know,
bad
you
Delvin.
can do that.
Good
Wait,
Delvin,
what?
bad Delvin.
What do you mean? Just missed it.
He stabbed the priest.
What? Why?
Because he did.
Cause good Delvin, bad Delvin.
Wait, what do you mean? He just went, hey,
Because
what's up,
if we're
mate?
gonna hurt his son, then that would make Delvin's friends liars. And he doesn't want you to be liars.
Oh, fuck.
You grab the priest by the back of his robes and place the stake up in front of him, his eyes red. He kind of turns his head to look at you. He opens his mouth to say something, and you shove him from the back of his neck downwards, forcing his body onto this stake, pushing him down as he shakes under your hands until he stops
Boy.
moving.
Rest.
Amorous and Silcreus make perception checks.
Oh.
11.
And 9.
Amorous, a spot of warmth lands on your cheek. Drip, drip,
I look up.
and slowly more blood starts dripping from the ceiling onto you and Silcreus.
Oh,
So I
shit.
just don't notice.
Nope.
I'm
You're busy. You're
It's
focused
like
on
landing
the.
your clothes and stuff. You're focused on the fight.
Yeah.
You're in the heat of the moment. There's the adrenaline you don't notice.
just gonna
Yeah.
cut at that one.
Like, the other Delvin's just gonna, upstairs, he's gonna go, "There's been an accident! I need assistance upstairs! Where's the druid?"
Everyone roll perception for that.
Everybody?
The druid's getting fucked. I rolled a 10.
7.
Myself.
Oh, the Delvin rolled a 21, he has it.
So Delvin's gonna tell Delvin, he's gonna tell Druid.
Right, everyone but Amorous and Bob heard that. And top of the round, it's Ruby.
God, there's too much happening. Oh. Oh,
It's part of the point.
too much happening. If I leave, Bob might die.
Yep.
But if I...
At this point, you know Bob's been attacked. And you saw him almost go down, so you know he's low health. So,
Yeah, but then we
take that into
just...
consideration.
But we also heard bad, good, whatever Delvin screaming for help as well. Oh.
Called the Druid, not you.
Alright.
You would have to take into consideration, you wouldn't have healing magic. You don't know how bad the accident is.
Bob
Yes.
standing on tenterhooks, his body swaying.
Alright, I'm gonna rush over to Chababo.
Chababo? Is he
His name is Babo now.
But he said Chibabo as in like
Chibabo.
Chababo. Chipotle.
Chibabu, what are you doing in this basement?
Can I try to move Bob behind me?
Yes.
Do I need to roll strength or anything?
No, you can grab Bob and yank him out the way.
Alright, Babo, you gotta get behind me. Babo, please get behind me. And I'm just gonna like stand in front of Bob and just have my shield raised above. I really don't like fighting this vampire and I think we should go. This isn't looking good.
I assume. Can she take the dodge action?
Yeah, I can, if he tries to like go for Bob, just shield him anyway.
I see.
So, you gotta get Bob out of here. Don't attack the vampire, he's already pissed off enough, okay guys?
At this point,
I
we
will
should burn
say,
him.
for the purpose of this, you did it so suddenly that the vampire couldn't respond, and you just throw Bob to the floor and step in front of him, stopping the vampire from attacking him. So Bob, you are prone by it. Otherwise, the vampire would get an attack of opportunity on you moving him out.
Okay. And I'm just gonna be alert and just be ready.
Alright, so are you what are you doing? Sorry,
I'm just like
mechanically, what are you doing?
Because she doesn't really want to attack the vampire either. I'm just having my shield raised and covering Bob.
Okay.
That's all. So, I end my turn.
Death House Delvin, what you up to?
Who's Death House?
That's
down
not.
here.
That's
Del boy.
If things are gonna get like, what's the distance? That'll be what? 15. 35. What's my name? 25. Yeah, Delvin will start to rush down the stairs since it's getting a bit like more serious. But he's gonna shout over. He's gonna say to Amorous, "It sounds like the other me needs you upstairs. He said there's been an accident."
Yes. A point to the vampire spawn. That is a bigger priority right now, I think.
Alright. Delvin will he'll sprint the other bit, I guess, like to around here, as far as I can get. I'll
Okay.
let them know.
Vampire's turn, and the
Boom.
burns from the previous moonlight beam. Ruby, you notice, and Delvin, you too, see these burns on the vampire's skin and hands, like hand and face, just start to cind over and scab up.
Oh.
And then they burst into
don't.
flames again.
It's radiant damage, Dean.
Is it?
Yep.
I think he dodged it though.
It's
The
still he
scabs
still takes
fall
it.
off.
He takes half, but it's still radiant.
Now wounds again.
Oh yeah, that's fine then. So yeah,
Okay.
because I remember he dodged the first one.
Yeah, but he still
anyhow.
takes damage. Yeah. So he needs to make another Constitution saving throw.
Okay. What's your DC?
12.
He beats it, so half damage.
Yep. Ooh, that's okay. I'm gonna burn 2 of my charges from my Harvest Scythe. Oh, that's gonna hurt. 38.
What did a harvest scythes do?
They add a D10, but I only get 3 of
To
them per
the
day.
spell, do they count as the spell damage though?
Yes, so it's all radiant.
So he still halves that.
Yeah, he still halves that, yeah. But it's 38 halved.
Okay.
I rolled a double zeros on one of them. Triple zeros. I was like, yes.
I don't know what that means, man.
Well, Daddy needs to do maths. Okay. We're good.
He just took
19.
19. Thank you.
It's alright. No, the maths part was deducting it from his current health.
Yeah, you watch Amorous' eyes turn black for a second, and just the moonbeam just flickers outwards slightly and pulses. And then the eyes go back to normal, and he shakes from doing it.
Right. And through this burning light and flames, a claw whips out at you, Ruby. That is a 18 plus 6 to hit, so 24.
Yeah.
Okay, and that does... That's 7 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then he is going to try and grapple you, and he misses. You react and like punch his hand away with your shield as his other arm comes to grab you. That is his turn. And Bob, you're on the floor. You feel like shit.
Nice.
To get action or...
It's half movement to stand up.
You can crawl the Del Boy.
Yeah, you could stay prone, crawl at normal movement. Or is it half movement? Half movement. Crawl at half movement.
So I'll crawl a bit back.
You've got 5 feet of movement left if you stand up.
Oh, then I stand up as well.
Right, you've got 5 feet left.
How thick are these pillars, by the way?
They're just like support beams holding up the like flooring above you.
What are they made of?
Wood.
So would I have ignited the
No.
support beam beside him with my
No.
magic?
No, because you can control it. Otherwise
Yeah,
you
but
would have.
I wouldn't have thought about the support beam until now. And I
Your
did
character
would've.
probably would have.
Fine.
Who are you casting Shield of Faith on?
On myself.
Okay.
That's okay.
Since
Hold up
I'm
your
the one
holy
that needs
symbol in
the-
front of you, and
Like I only have
these
3 health.
spectral hands come out of the ground, rising up and kind of float up, enveloping you in this protective bubble. Anything else?
And then I still have my bonus action.
You still have your action.
No, this one, Shield of Faith, is an action.
That's
No.
a bonus action.
Oh, it's a
Bonus action, it says it right there.
Yeah, in the casting
Good.
thing.
You
I love
can
how
nuke-
everyone told him.
You can nuke the bitch.
Yeah, nuke Ruby.
What? What is this bonus action there? Because in my spell sheet it says it's an action and not bonus.
It's bonus, it's fine.
Take the win!
I say you're Gucci and you should go back in for a second hammerhead.
Bob,
Yeah.
Bob's just respecting that he feels like he's done a decent amount in these 6 seconds, and maybe he should retire.
I feel like taking a nap right now. I will do that.
Bob feels quite healthy. He's at
Oh
max
shit,
health.
it's got some pop. Oh, fair enough. Okay. I used that, then I used this one as an action then. I cast the wrong one first. That's what I was thinking.
Which one is an action?
Cast this one. This
False
one was the
light.
one I actually wanted to cast first.
Oh, okay.
Alright, roll for 1d4 plus 4.
All
You
select.
gain 6 temporary hit points.
Still less than me, motherfucker.
That might make a big difference. He has 10 total.
11.
Oh,
I have
Is it not?
9.
Oh no.
9.
Yeah, I was gonna say. What? You get getting 10 and 11 from. You got left on 3.
Oh, I
Yo,
did my math
so
wrong.
bad for balls, man.
Alright, Amorous.
Oh, am I up again?
Actually, 1 second.
Okay.
Alright, Donovich failed his only death saving throws, so yeah, that's that done.
Oh wait, did he just? He's dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fine. How are we gonna explain? Oh, God.
How
Bad.
We don't know. We don't know what happened.
Yeah, I know.
are we gonna explain it to his son?
I don't know. Maybe we don't have to when he kills us. He's probably gonna kill us all.
No, we're doing quite
Right.
well on damage. And we haven't got Delboy in there yet.
Shit. I don't want to
Okay.
test that.
That'll be
No.
an action.
No, not right now.
Bonus of movement there.
I will go here,
Squat cough.
and I will put my hands forward and say, "Begone, foul creature!" and produce a thunder wave in front of me, in like a cube in front of me.
Like Pikachu?
Yeah.
It's been blocked by that fucking support beam.
Is it in front of me? Oh,
Yeah.
It's right there.
I didn't. Is that going to block my thunder wave?
Be gone, fiend! He just blows the fucking roof off.
I'm gonna say now that Eric's pointed it out, yeah.
I could just go here, to be fair,
You
Yeah,
can.
but
and that would still hit him.
Won't the wall block it then?
No.
You're gonna have to hit Ruby, I'm afraid.
The cube. I aim it like this.
Like what? Oh, I see the box.
Yes. So the
Yeah, you're a smart one.
yeah. Thank you.
No, I was talking to Anderson.
Fucking retard. Anyways,
I'll
so
shoot the box.
okay, so he means to make a Constitution saving throw.
He succeeds.
Okay, so he's not push.
He does.
Yeah,
I was
he
just saying he did,
yeah.
but he
Okay.
does.
He still takes 2 8s. That's nice. 8 points of damage, thunder damage. I'm not gonna burn the last one. It's loud as well. I think you hear it
Your
from
voice
300 feet away.
echoes, reverberating. There's thunder damage. That does siege damage as well, doesn't it?
Unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect will automatically push 10 feet away from you. Thunderous boom. It doesn't say anything about structures in this case, but it's like sonic.
Yeah.
It's also loud as hell.
So, flower delving. This whole pew just goes. Woof.
Why does it go?
Because there was you just hear the druid's voice go, "Begone, foul creature!"
Wait, so what do you mean there was a warmth? Did it rumble or did shit fly everywhere or what?
The pew in a corner at the top floor went flying across the room over your head. It like exploded and went.
Oh. Flower Delvin will just what he's gonna do, he's gonna
Well,
Where
it's not
the
his turn
room-
yet.
Oh, is it not? I thought you said what's he
No.
doing.
No, I was just telling you that that's what's happening.
Oh, alright, okay.
Now it's still Kratos' turn. Jesus, last time you're like, oh thank fuck, it's finally my turn. Now you're like, oh, it's my turn already. Make up
That's
your
because
mind.
it went quick this time. Bob didn't like delete it all.
I was trying to live.
Yes, he's trying to stay alive.
I don't know why you take so long. The only thing you do is throw fire.
Hurry up. Firebolt.
Hey, he doesn't just throw
Charmander
fire, he throws
uses
bitch fists as well.
Flamethrower.
I'm going to use disguise self to make myself look like Delvin.
Okay.
Wait,
So behind
why?
everyone's back with no one looking, you cast the
Become
glamour upon
Delvin.
yourself and you become Delvin.
What?
Okay.
And I end my turn.
Okay.
I love this guy. Alright, Flower Delvin, what are you up to?
Yeah, so he's dirtying up, like the bottom of the. He's wearing like robes, right?
He's wearing whatever Delvin's wearing. But like, none of like the like your cloak of protection doesn't. It's just a cloak and stuff like that. Mechanically.
No, like, but the priest is wearing like a robe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna dirty up the bottom of it to look like it's been like trodden on, so it looks like the guy kind of tripped over his own robe.
Okay.
And just kind of like push his hair about so it just doesn't look like there's been any pressure applied to the back of his like head.
Roll
and neck.
intelligence.
Intelligence?
Yeah, roll intelligence.
18.
Okay, that's all right. You like take off your shoe and kind of stomp it on the edge of the robe, and like you make it look like so it's not like dwarven-sized feet or facing in the wrong direction. You actually take some time to like meticulously cover up this scene, and it's quite a good you know, forgery of a crime.
He's just gonna scream down, guys, I think he's dead. I'm on my way, and he's just gonna start rushing down. He get like here.
I kinda hoped he would just walk down casually.
He is walking down casually.
Yeah, he is. He's not even sprinted. He has just walked 25 feet.
I think he said he's rushing down.
He lied.
Alright, Ruby.
Oh boy. Alright.
Loving all the reactions to it being returned.
Alright, wait. What is the vampire dude like now after he got like Pikachu Thunderwave?
He's kind of like his jaw is dislocated at the bottom. One of his fingers is bent back. He's like snarling and like still like the blood from Bob is still seeping across his mouth, mixed with his now, in a thick black kind of beard dripping down him.
Good description though.
Before anything happens, I'm going to take a minute and go to the toilet. It's literally 5 feet away, so
Then
no
go.
point taking an actual break.
Alright.
Then nude.
Alright. This guy hurt Bob, so... And Bob is friendo, so Ruby will now attack and help
That's a lot
him.
of snow.
And pouch.
I'm gonna try to hit him.
You try to hit him. You do hit him.
That's 3 piercing, epic, nice.
Alright. You revoltedly stab at him, kind of just like. Ugh.
Can I use my accent surge to hit him again?
Yes, yes, you can.
Oh, epic, nice.
You still looking away. Pull your rapier out and stab again, and you feel it sink into something, but it's just some soft dirt falling off the wall from Amorous's blast. Delvin?
Devil and Rush in front just go, I'm sorry boy, but a party's a party, and just like
Real quick, is he standing inside the Moonbeam?
He is now, yes. You enter the Moonbeam, you take 2d10 damage.
what? Like that's what
That's what that is. Stay away from it.
I thought that was just thingy from what it was
No.
last time. I didn't know there was a big
No, it's permanent.
thing.
Yeah, you can see
Can
it.
I hit him from here though?
No, that was a problem with before. There's the beam in the way.
I'm like blocked. I can't actually get to it at all. If there's like a big fucking thing there.
Can you...
Could you share
Yeah,
the
he has
space with
3/4 if you want to try.
Could he share like half the space with Ruby and just swing above head?
You want me to die? Like, just kneel, like, you know, move a bit.
Like I warn you, as I see you about to say, that will hurt a lot.
Then why is it there?
It hurts him a lot.
Ah. Delvin will stay here then, try and keep him in case he tries to run out of it. Then if I can't really get a hit. So.
You can try from where you are.
Swing. You got 3/4.
Yeah, but I already made the swing, so.
Oh, I see.
Oh right, yeah. So yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Vampire's turn.
Moonbeam.
Fails. So
Oh.
Instantly goes fails.
My Moonbeam fails.
No, Moonbeam goes off for full damage. No, I'm not. I'm 17.
Okay.
I think this is a bit broken.
What
Yeah,
is?
that's what he said.
What, the
It's
Moonbeam?
2D. If he hits me, it will turn off.
That's
It's a con-
also not true.
Well, sort of true. If he hits me, it might turn off.
How long does it last?
A
Just for,
minute.
like,
1 minute.
Yep.
That shit's broken.
Concentration spells are very powerful, but you have to know how to use them.
In other words, be broken.
No, you have the same access to the same fucking spells, you shit.
It's gonna claw at Ruby, and that is a hit with 22.
Yeah, but Moonbeam sounded so stupid.
it makes me think of a Sailor Moon attack, so Amorous now is like Pikachu / Sailor Moon had a baby.
/ Still a guy, kind of looks like a demon girl.
So he is going to grab you with his claw attack, and
Yep.
then he's going to bite into you.
Nice.
That is a
That's what I get for helping a friend.
13 to hit.
Oh my god.
13, that can't hit you. You have more AC than that.
I have 18.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
fine.
So 1 free.
Ping.
It would hit
So
me
you,
though.
he grabs you and like he's trying to bite at you, but like you've got all this shit in between you, like your shield and like armor, and you just his
That's
face
some
is
dank shit.
too far away from you.
What, he's gonna just start ripping my shit off.
Oh!
Oh god, no. No, no.
He is going to let go of you,
Okay. Because he doesn't want me anymore. I'm too heavy.
and then putting both of his, like, he kind of sprays out like a feral animal, kind of like,
Oh.
and then just like his arms kind of unhinge, and one slaps against the wall behind him, and like his whole hand rotates around as well, and then the same, and he digs his nails into it and starts crawling up the wall.
Oh my god!
You get an attack of opportunity as he climbs up onto the ceiling.
Would I get one as well?
The pillar is in the way again. You have free, like he's got 3/4 as he's doing this.
You
I
can
can
still
attempt to
do it.
stab it.
Um,
Yeah,
right?
you can attempt. You can attempt.
So it's just a regular roll, right?
Yes.
Fail.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
You hit him as he climbs up, and he climbs along to the ceiling above Bob.
Oh,
And then
poor
about 5 feet
buddy!
above Bob.
Let's go for the smell of blood.
And so roll for damage.
What is... Oh, you missed again,
I'll
obviously.
get an opportunity as well because he's moved.
No,
No.
he doesn't leave his threatened space.
He's like above Bob.
I'm not gonna lie, that like description made me think of like Exorcist / The Ring.
Yeah, it was creepy, wasn't it?
I was like kind of creeped out. I was like, oh no no no
Oh no no no.
no 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 no. I know
No,
fuck
no,
that. No no.
Okay. So he's just above him now.
Yeah. I don't know if poking him helped. Probably did.
Okay, so... Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's the vamp spider's turn.
Spider.
Question
Yes.
is that's not technically a shape change. He just did that, right?
He has spider climb, yes.
Okay, so you just okay, it's fine.
Yeah, he can just climb on difficult surfaces, including upside down on ceilings, without needing to make an ability check.
Cool. Okay, because
Got something
yeah,
like that.
just so you're aware, Moonbeam means that all shape chambers revert to their original shape.
Mm-hmm.
One of his other effects.
So, Bob, it's your turn. Right above you, dangling, his bones like in very weird angles, like his body completely distorted, dripping your own blood onto your forehead.
Oh.
Is Doru.
What you forehead?
He can't have that much health left. Burn him! Burn him!
Just run, Bob! Just run!
When Bob's moving, he would it be 25 that way and then 20 that way, or how does it actually get calculated?
Hmm?
When if Bob went to run for the exit, would it be 25 that way, then you would do 20 that way?
Yes, because you can't get through this barrier unless you wanted to jump over it or something, or climb up it.
And then he could possibly do 25
No,
that
but the
way.
thing is, he could do 25 to there. which
Yeah,
is-
and then like 5 that way, so he's behind the barrier. I was
Yes.
just checking. Okay.
But he's still
it
not
would
going to
be-
get away from
It'd
it.
be like that.
Yeah, okay.
You move like chess pieces.
Oh, that's the easier way to describe it.
So I tried to use spiritual weapon, but it just rolls an attack roll for it.
Yes, because it's so you summon it.
Yeah.
That was really
Lightsaber,
cool,
lightsaber.
actually. It summons a thing.
You create a floating spectral.
Are you casting spiritual weapon?
You
Okay.
create a floating spectral weapon within range that lasts for the duration until you cast the spell again. When you cast the spell, you can make a melee spell attack against the creature within 5 feet of the weapon. On hit, the target takes force damage equal to 1d8 plus your spell casting ability modifier.
So it's 1d8 plus 4. But that hits. What is your spiritual weapon, though?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I thought he actually was gonna say, yeah, giant dildo.
You are of the grave. Why not a shovel?
Or a sickle, you know, like a scythe. Ooh, that'd be cool.
Either.
That's true. The Reaper sending did that to
Since
where
your
they
main
belong.
weapon is a hammer, I think most spiritual weapons would be hammers.
Hammer and
It
stick.
depends on...
Like, we go with the scythe. That makes sense. The
Alright,
Reaper.
Spiritual scythe. Almost like his faith is so resounding and blinding, Amorous, that you're a bit kind of like, oh, that scythe's cool. As it's like ghostly spectral scythe wafts up out of the depths, spiraling smoke, and then suddenly
you
it
mad
becomes
jelly.
corporeal as the blade shines. Make
Hammers,
you
like, comes
roll for
better for the
damage.
scythe.
To summon the weapon, it's a bonus action.
It attacks when you summon it.
Yeah, but it's a bonus action.
Yep. So you've got an action as well.
Now it's your action to attack.
You need to roll for damage with it, though.
It's force
Okay.
damage. Oh, that was radiant. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, you cleave into him. His hand drops off and lands on the floor next to you, spasming.
So does that mean that I can move back without going?
No. If you move out of his attack range, he will still get an attack of opportunity.
Even with one hand.
Yes, even with a hand.
I said one hand. I specified, so you
He
couldn't
gets
take
an
a shit
attack
out of
with
me.
the other hand. What the fuck?
I'm
Could
saying
take-
even with one hand because he's still clinging to the roof of that hand.
No, he's using his feet or something horrible.
Well, then we'll try to slam him again.
He's got his dick in the wall.
His ribs are actually like broken out and stuck into the ceiling. How's that?
And I
That
still
misses.
cannot hit him.
You swing and He just grabs your hammer with his hand and throws it out, swinging your arm away. It's like you swung up at him. It's a bit hard to get like the kind of angle and heft going upwards. You're not used to attacking like things above you. Being a big fella like yourself. Amorous.
He's directly above him, isn't he? Directly above Bob. You shit.
Oh, so
Boy, fuck you.
imagine. In the name of the
Not me, it's
Lord.
a vampire. I
You.
didn't do it.
Kill this thing. I don't
You know,
have-
concentration spells are easy to fight against as long as you use them rightly.
I move the moonbeam over Bob. And I look at Bob.
What?
And I look at Bob and I say, I know you will live through this.
What?
Sorry, brother.
Amorous, what are you doing?
Long live the king. All that shit.
Blinded by the light, land of
Wait,
justice.
wait. Can he actually kill him though?
Yeah, and the thing. Wait, Dean, are you still doing the advocating thing of if you take like more than whatever worth of damage, you die instantly?
I can't kill him instantly. I don't think.
You don't think? You know you would be insane.
We applied it to Silcreus, and so we will continue it. If you take double your maximum hit points in any hit, you die.
Yeah, I can't do that.
You said you rolled 2d10.
But my current maximum hit points is 3.
Yes.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
is
Take
that?
6 damage on dead.
Oh, okay, okay,
You
okay.
moved it.
Wow, Amorous.
I
That
will
was
allow
cool.
him to change
Yeah,
the
yeah,
decision
yeah,
as
yeah.
we were discussing rules that we are carrying forward.
Okay. Shit.
I like how he's like, I'm gonna move
Yeah,
it
you
with
just
Moonbeam.
move it into fucking 2 people. That's a genius idea.
Oh, sorry, it's not there.
Beam.
I'm gonna move it there.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say that.
No. There.
Yeah.
There. And... And I'm going to get to here.
He just pinged where you are.
I'm gonna move exactly
And look up at him. If you want to leave this place alive, you will cease hostilities now.
You attacked him first!
Shut up, Silcrace!
Change their fucking tune.
So hungry.
Then go feed on your father.
Alright, that's your turn, yes? Or are you attacking? Or...
I can't do anything else. This is my action. I've got no bonus stuff.
Okay.
Lock the door. You attack him first,
Silcreus.
and you tell him to attack with no blood. And he's the monster here.
Shut up, Silcrace!
And it's your turn, Silcreus.
Oh god.
I'm going to
Maybe you should offer Amorous as a sacrifice to the vampire
No.
god.
I'm going to move to here and cast magic.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, you realise that it's delving waddles across to you guys.
And like, what is going... Did you waste your time doing a joke when we're all going to die?
Hey, let's not call him a joke. He looks better than ever.
I stay completely silent.
We gotta say, guys,
Cast your spell.
we have a vampire trying to eat Bob.
I don't cast a spell. I can't fire a crossbow bolt at him.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh my god.
Alright,
Roll
you
him
pull out your crossbow, roll the damage.
Oh fuck.
Yep,
with shit.
that hits. Killer to your left.
Oh my god.
If you are the reason Bob dies, I will kill you next.
Oh.
That's in character I'm saying that.
Second Delvin.
Mentioning crossbows. What the fuck?
Second Delvin.
Well, second Delvin's gonna like walk into the room, but I'm guessing he's gonna see a gigantic fucking beam of light blasting.
No,
through the
that's-
trapdoor.
Yeah.
It's 40 feet high. It's coming out of the trapdoor at this point.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
mean, blasting up from the floor.
Yeah.
So he walks into the room above.
I can't get through. There's an emergency.
Oh god,
I
there's
need
3 of
help.
them.
And he'll rush back up to the thing and see if he can just fuck up anything else here more, just so it looks like an accident. As much effort as he can try to make it look like an accident.
Okay. Ruby.
Oh my god. Okay.
Try and kill it.
Wait, I don't know, like, with the way you guys are positioned, could I move here and be able to attack him?
Yeah.
Without worrying about these, like, janky pillars?
Yeah. That's not a
Okay.
pillar in the way.
Oh god. Oh, I hope this kills this stupid vampire.
Oh,
might.
that's a crit.
Roll for damage.
Ooh, 11. That's a good damage.
You thrust your rapier up and stab him through the mouth to the back of the throat and pull it out. And he grows stiff, but his body is still moving. He's almost done in. His
Oh.
jaws dismembered, blood oozing out of his stump hand. Bones sticking out from at wild angles, singed and burning. He looks no longer even like the ragged man you saw when you first came down. He is now just an abomination of flesh and bone. It's still alive. Delvin.
Oh, finish him, Delvin!
Which one?
Yeah,
one down,
Delvin
yeah.
will just run up and take a fucking great sword swing at it.
Wait,
Okay.
wait.
Oh, thank God.
We got the Delphins backwards.
That hits.
Oh wait, yeah, is it?
No, it's
Yeah,
this
yes,
one.
yes, this is
It's-
right.
No, no,
That
sorry,
hits.
sorry,
No,
sorry,
it's
no,
regular
no,
Delvin.
I'm wrong.
Yeah. 13.
13.
Fuck me, you hit
You kill
hard.
it. How would you like it to happen?
Oh,
Is he still on the floor?
He's on the ceiling.
It's still ceiling, yeah. Delvin wants to jam the sword up into him and kind of bring it and swing him down, smash him into one of the pillars. If I can do like to the pillar behind me, like overhead it and then smack him into that and drop him down.
You thrust your great sword up and kind of shove it up between the ribs and twist it to get purchase, dragging him off the ceiling. You yank forward and twist round, slamming him into one of the pillars. His body crumples in a heap as black ichor blood spills out from him. He is no more.
Oh, thank God that's over. Now
Why
let's go
did I
see
even
what that
start in
idiot
the
shouting about.
first place? What were you guys doing here?
Like,
They decided they needed to punish evil or some bullshit.
vampires are evil. They are creatures of darkness. They
He
feed.
made no move.
He
And
would.
you also threatened to kill. Although I can kind of understand. So Kratos, and that's not okay.
He
We're a team.
risked all our lives for a joke.
You
No,
respond
you
to-
attacked. You risked our lives. There's a time when you gotta own up for it. Now move that shit. There's an accident upstairs and I intend to go and find out what happened.
I shut the moonbeam off. Spears.
Bob, I'm
How is this
disappointed
gonna
in you
snowball?
too. You limp.
Right behind Delvin.
Come on, Bob. I'll give you a shoulder.
Thank you.
Didn't even kill yourself.
Carry them upstairs.
You all head back
This
up. And
his body, is it a body? Before we go, me and Bob are looking at this thing on the ground now.
What are you actually asking?
Is it
Is his body in your
regenerating?
body? Yes.
Yes.
It's regenerating.
It is not currently.
It is not currently. I like kind of pry him from the pillar. You may have been this creature, but you were once something else. Rest now. And I like take produce flame and kind of throw it on the body and just let it burn.
Yeah, your flame kind of flickers gutturally. It doesn't really take hold. There's too much blood that has been spilt, and the general, you're in a basement in like by a mountainside. There's not much room for dryness down here. But parts of his ragged clothes do kind of flicker and flame, releasing an acrid smell. The smoke curls up into the room above, seeping through the floorboards.
Come on. It is done.
Tendrils of an evil plant.
I head upstairs.
You all head up.
Like as me and Bob are going up, and I kind of turn to Bob and I go, I do not know if that was right, Bob.
Was it cunt?
It was an abomination. It had no place in this world.
I know, but could we have? Maybe if we were stronger, we could have reversed it. And it would be
Maybe
removed.
or maybe not.
We'll have to be
We
better.
did the only right thing with what we had.
We'll have to be better next time then, I think. And then I'll kind of carry Bob up the rest of the way. Because I imagine he looks like shit at this point.
We need you up here. Come on.
I don't know how to get up there. I'm sorry.
It's like over...
Would you not look basically perfect? Because
No.
his max health is 3,
Yes, but he has been
full health?
drained of that max health.
and he's full health.
No.
What is my curse of Strahd?
I expect he probably... Because necrotic damage is like... When you describe it, there's spells like Blight that do necrotic damage. It's like you drain the moisture out of somebody. He probably looks emaciated. Sunken cheeks. and-
Grey skin,
Yeah.
bags under the eyes. How I feel.
Well,
So we come into this room. But me and Bob are probably last because I have to kind of shoulder him.
Yeah. And the upside down thing is like kind of cradling the priest in his arms at this point. As we get there. And the normal Delvin steps out in the corridor and he goes, No, what happened?
I stay right beside him.
What have you done? It was an accident. He went to chase after Ruby and he went to run off. I tried to stop him, but he tripped. It's gone straight into. I don't think he's breathing.
wait. Does it actually look like?
You can insight check him.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Where do you two?
You'll have to roll deception with advantage, Delvin.
I can't beat thingies anyway, even with I wouldn't be able to crit deception higher than that insight. But for the sake of thingy, I shall.
I rolled a 1 on insight.
I'm putting a DC on
That's
this
very
anyway.
bad.
His words don't seem... It doesn't see... He's in a panic and like what he's saying doesn't kind of really match up with the scene. But there's nothing in the actual scene that looks like... Apart from you, Silcrest, everyone else kind of sees this. It looks like a very natural occurrence. He's tripped on these things and he's fallen forward. It looked like Delvin, there's blood on his hands, like as if he was trying to help, like maybe do a bit of CPR or something. But Silcrest, none of it rings true. You kind of remember where the pews were. You know this area was clean from wood when you went down. And that's where everyone is at for that.
Mm.
What
Amorous,
happened?
you yourself are so kind of still in contemplation about the actions you've taken that this is just another horror that has happened.
Somebody's got to be
you-
able to help him.
You curse the land and the world you're in right now for it.
I cannot help him right now. I do not have the magics necessary to return the dead.
Oh,
Even if you did, Bob would try to kill him again.
No.
let's. Don't you guys want to bury him or something then?
We should bury him. We need to
He
bury
was-
the other body.
as he was dying, he kept saying, "Save him, save him." What was he talking about? I haven't got a clue.
His son was a vampire.
Is he still alive?
He has not been alive for a
He
very
was a
long time.
vampire. He was never alive.
That is debatable, and we're not going to talk about it right now. But he's gone now.
Oh, I forgot to actually roll an insight for normal Delvin as well on the whole thing. Yeah, no, he doesn't see it. He doesn't think it's. He thinks it's Kush.
Yes, we should. Sorry, my mind is distracted. We should bury
Delvin,
the father.
help me carry the body.
And we need to bury the other one as well. We'll need to find their family crypt, I think. Must be somewhere. I want to say I am very sorry for acting rashly before. I was taught all undead are to be purged. They are an abomination upon the lands and everyone who meets them. Perhaps I need to re-examine my tenets a little.
Look, at the moment, it's probably best that this priest met his end. I wouldn't have wanted to see his face if we'd have walked up here and told him we just butchered his son. Yeah, he might have been a vampire, that's all he had left. Look
Which
at the
Delvin
cat.
is saying this?
This is the
Normal.
like the normal one, standing up like one. One who's not cradling the priest.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
Right, so are you burying his body?
And the burgermaster.
Where are you burying them? In the graveyard or in this church that underneath? Or
In the graveyard, I think.
Why not with his son?
Yes. I've set the body downstairs to light, but it did not light very well. We can bury both of them together, maybe.
I think that's the least you can do.
I suppose. I'll need some help to carry the body upstairs, and Bob is in no state. Would one of the three Delvin... Why are there three... Never mind. One of the three Delvins.
Just don't think about it anymore.
I
Three
know.
handsome devils.
Yes, can one...
Can the
of
three handsome devils then pick up the body and bring it to...
Yes, I need one person to
I
help me.
vote, because of what we've seen in this land, I vote we cremate them instead of burying them.
There
I
is...
don't really want to risk anything happening to them after the fact.
There is some sense to that.
That's probably the most sensible thing he's ever said or done. I'll back him.
Should we just burn the church down then?
Fuck it, light the lot!
Wouldn't that... If we burn the entire church, don't you think the whole town would notice?
Well, I
We would
suppose.
cause,
Well,
we would cause too
Does
much
it look
pollution.
like the whole town gives a shit about this church right now?
well,
Just-
no, but maybe somebody new would move in and take up the residence.
Just take a couple of the benches outside. This should do good for the fire. We'll burn them out front.
Oh, and make a pyre. Yes,
Yeah.
of course. Somebody help me with the body downstairs. I'm one of the Delvins, whichever one. One of the strong Delvins, because I know one of you is still Grace. I'm not stupid.
I quietly giggle to myself and then go help him.
That one.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go help him.
I need the strong. Oh, fine.
You
Okay.
don't know who it is. I was too far away.
You're giggling.
You don't know.
Yes, I do. I'm fucking blind. I rolled 22 on perception. I know it's you. Right, so we go down, we get the body from downstairs, we bring it back up.
To be honest, you don't quite know it's me because we could have swapped places going up the stairs.
Oh, fuck's
You
sake.
came up after
Picking up the
fact.
body.
Me and Brad.
Yep.
Alright.
Brad and Brad.
So, as you reach down to pick up this vampire body, the head moves and rolls off the top of the corpse.
Oh, shit. Shit.
How much of the body is actually left for us to pick up?
Not much. There's like a hand, a head. There's like this kind of. It looks like it's been torn apart by like wild animals. This is kind of like not eviscerated. You didn't really cut open his organs or anything, but there's like a big slash from like his upper sternum all the way to like one shoulder.
So I
And
take
his head is fallen off as well now.
I grab his head, I attach it back to his body, and then I very slowly and carefully use Druidcraft to kind of use the vines to just kind of wrap, like kind of very crudely stitch these together with
It
vines.
looks like a nice roasted joint.
I was gonna say, why don't you just use Druidcraft to wrap the body in vines?
I can't do that, it's too much.
Druidcraft sucks.
But are you going to insult all my magic today?
Yes.
He is a wizard.
Fine.
He knows his magic.
And I'm a wizard. Technically, I could probably know a spell better than your Druidcraft crappy vine shite.
Are you saying that?
Yes.
Alright.
What spells do you know? Shall we have no, I'm not getting engaged with a pure elder. How old are you?
45?
40.
I know enough about elves to know that he's actually a teenager then.
Yeah, so every one of my actions.
You little shit! You're a teenager! Oh, no. I'm going upstairs. Help me. Child.
like yells at him. Help me anyway.
Technically, all my actions make sense. It's great.
And I get up to the top of the stairs. Did you know Silkrace is a child? Did you know we've been traveling with a child?
I mean, there was quite a few pointers. I just kind of assumed.
He is 45.
8.
Eight.
That's a good ripe age.
For an elf who lives to 600, no it's not.
Hey, I was fighting in the arena when I was 48. I mean, it was in a tavern and it was just against all the drunk dwarves, but it was an arena nonetheless.
He has not reached maturity. He is... And we're both carrying this body, and I just exasperated go, come on, we'll build the pyre out front. Somebody should get
I'll get some
I was gonna say,
wood from the
reverse Delvin-
benches.
Reverse Delvin could definitely carry the priest.
Yeah,
Delvin and
Delvin should pick up the
we need to get the burgomaster as well.
Reverse Delvin can grab the priest. Delvin and I can't remember Matta's character's name.
Ruby.
Ruby
Ruby.
Bell.
Ruby. Delvin, normal Delvin
Ruby,
and
Ruby,
Ruby.
Ruby. Thank you.
When we
I know.
finished building the pyres, kind of thing.
Yeah,
like
this
this.
can grab the wood.
Yeah. Once we
Grab-
finish.
I have wood. Then Ruby has the wood. I have major wood.
Yeah,
Once-
Delvin will help
Um,
pick up some of the pieces from the broken benches and that to get some things and
Yeah.
carry
Once-
them outside.
Once we finish building the pyres, Amorous will
Are
go.
you just doing it in front of the church?
Yeah, in
Yeah.
front of
do it around here.
You maybe like off to the side slightly.
Yeah,
And then
that's why I'm pointing.
yeah, and then Amorous will go. I think I need probably to get Irina for her
Did I just hear
father.
lightning?
For her father's.
Yeah, it's just in the soundtrack.
Yeah.
And
Making
Sure.
more-
Oh, I thought that was your character, like you're going crazy or something.
No. Dean actually just played lightning from the soundtrack.
reverse Delvin will pick up the priest, and as he's picking him up, he's just gonna go. See? Now
Isn't
you
Bob
get
still
to
on
see
the
your
church?
son. I've done you a favor. And he'll carry him
Isn't
outside.
Bob still in the church? Can't he?
Yeah, Bob's not moving.
Yeah, but he's whispering it to him, like he's whispering to the priest as he's picking him up.
Bob's too far away to hear that, and
I'm just
Bob's
sitting
pretty like
resting.
shit-faced right now.
I'm like, it's
Waiting
me.
to get back to an inn and get a long rest.
So you place the two bodies down
Three.
on top of this. 3 bodies, yeah.
So we've
Wait,
got
wait, wait.
Half. You place
Yeah,
these two
I
and a
dropped my
half
wood
bodies.
here. Boom, boom, boom.
As they're placing the Burgomaster though, the reverse Delvin's just gonna go, oh, they wanted him buried. Are you sure we better not ask them? I mean, it could
well,
be
we should bring them for.
tradition for them.
We
Well, they
can
won't-
explain what happened here if you'd like.
Well, I was going to say, could I maybe go get Irina? I'd appreciate a walk with my thoughts.
What?
You take all the time you need, boy. You take all the time.
Are we burning their dad as well?
That's the thing, like the reverse Delvin's just told you not to burn their dad without their consent. Like,
I
I thought we were only
We
burning
don't
the
have-
priest and his son because there was already a vampire around them. It was
But-
safer. But the dad's already known to be going to be buried. I thought we were just
We-
deciding to be burying them.
I don't have the rights to whatever they do with burying.
right. So I'm already walking
and,
off.
Ismark asked you to bury and inter their father.
Yeah, so I was going to stick to burying the father, but burning the priest and the son, because fuck it, we don't know where they're buried.
Are you still walking off,
Yeah.
Amorous?
Yeah, I'm going
Did you
off
at
to
least
find
put the
Irina.
thing- Did you at least put the priest's son on the priory where?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah,
already,
yeah, yeah.
everything's settled.
Everything's sad. It's just we don't know if
the
we're.
reverse
Just the
Delvin will
other
lay the-
bad body we don't have a
Place the
problem.
2 bodies into this pile of wood.
Fuck, that's fucked up a little. I'm honest.
You utter a little mumble under your breath, Silkraeus, as you light it with your burning hands, and a gentle fire starts to rise up and lick at the bottom of the bodies.
Stop licking your
Before
bodies!
It overcomes them and becomes this black smoking fire.
The regular Delvin is just like leaning against the wall. He just goes, I'm gonna take another look around inside, see if there is anything we can actually use. And the other one go like, you shouldn't be robbing from the dead. We just had a duty to help these people. Yeah, well they're gone, so their things are ours. Whatever. He's just gonna walk in and start having a look around the church,
I'm gonna follow
room by room.
All the rooms are empty and just devoid of anything apart from base furnishings.
Yeah.
You had a look through most of them previously when you kind of poked your head around trying to find the basement, and there's still nothing really of note to pick up.
There's nothing with the altar at all. No.
No,
Okay,
it's
no.
just very, very desolate now. It's
Even if we investigate it,
haunting and quiet. It's as dead as the priest.
well then. So you said I used burning hands to light it. Am I counting that as my spell slot, or would I?
Is that a spell? Oh, you use Firebolt then. You start the fire, you get out your tinderbox, you pretend you're casting a spell. That's the kind of shit you would do. Whatever. So, as that fire burns on in the distance, Amorous walks into Barovia. Where are you walking?
I'm walking to the Burgermaster's home, where
So
Irina
you're
and...
walking back through the village.
Yeah. Kind of slow and kind of just thinking to myself.
You hear a few things as you think to yourself, just kind of, now you're no longer with anyone, it's just you in the village and your own thoughts. There's soft sobbing coming from a house. You can't really pinpoint it. It adds to the melancholy tune that's playing around in your head, just the constant oppressive sadness of this place. You hear scratching and scraping and banging from some of the buildings. You see movement through some windows. Curtains shut as you walk past and flicker at the edges. So some of them have light seeping out of them, some do not. And you hear the sound of a small set of wooden wheels rolling across damp cobblestones.
I look up to see where it's coming from. Just to kind of maybe even just get out of its way if it's necessary.
You can trace the sounds to, you would have got to about here by the time, there's an orange ring, by the time this happens. Yeah. And you trace the lonely sound to a hunched figure in a bundle of rags, pushing this rickety wooden cart through the low rolling fog on the ground.
Hello? Do you need help?
She's quite a ways off and she pushes it up to a door, knocks on the door.
I watch for a bit.
She moves on, moves to another door, knocks on it. She does this for several houses, and eventually one of the doors opens, just a crack. And you see her, this figure talking to someone in the house.
I approach kind of slowly, kind of curious at this point.
Are you trying to listen in?
Yeah.
You hear the voices from the house before anything, and you hear, "Please, don't take Lucian, please. Please, there must be something we can offer you." And you see underneath the bundle of robes there's this small, scared-looking Barovian boy. A gnarled hand coming out of the rags on his shoulder, the grip tight.
Hello? What's happening here? I approach quickly now.
As you're approaching, she's pulled out this large burlap sack and she's shoving the child into the bag.
Hey, hold on!
She stops and looks up at you. The rags hanging over her face, shrouding it.
What? Why are you shoving that child into the sack? Has he done something wrong? What? I didn't hear. Sorry.
He is payment.
What? That doesn't... What can I offer something else in payment instead? I have gold.
I don't need gold.
Well, what?
I take what is owed to me.
Why is the child owed to you? I don't think this is right.
It was a deal I made with his parents.
What deal could require a child?
My deals.
We'll make a new deal with me for the child.
What do you offer for the child?
What do you want?
The child.
I can give you berries. I can give you gold. I can give you... I have this knife. And I pull out the rat skull dagger. Please, don't take the child.
Take the gold. Give it all to me.
All of my gold.
Give me it, and you can have the child.
Of course. And I give her 40 gold. All I have.
Her hand is calloused and, or like, you know when you like hand money over to someone, you know, please don't touch me, please. Oh, she touched me.
Yeah.
The hand scrapes against yours and scoops it up into a pocket quickly.
And I grab the sack from her.
Shoves the sack towards you.
I look inside of it and...
And there's this crying, terrified-looking boy.
Are you okay?
She begins to stalk back towards her cart. I want my mummy.
Of course. And I kind of help him out of the sack and take him back to his home.
The woman with the cart slowly pushes it past you. Going to doors opposite you on the street.
Child.
Rap on the door.
Child.
Yes?
Who was that?
I don't know.
Are your parents here?
Yes.
Can you get them for me?
And you saw the house to it, so you knock on the door and it opens, and the parents kind of stoop down and sweep him up into their arms, crying and hugging him. The mother's outside just inundating him with kisses.
What kind of deal did you make? What?
The father kind of takes notice of you, and
A red-skinned, gold-eyed tiefling.
He shuts the door.
I put my foot in it before he can... Like, the second he does it, I go jam my foot in the...
Go away.
No. You would tell me what is so worth it that you would give up your child.
Freedom from this horrible place. We didn't give up our child, she took him.
She was going to take him. You made a deal with whatever.
What are we supposed to do?
Not make deals with whatever she was.
Do what we have to survive.
How about this? Who is she? Where does she come from?
Don't know.
And what did you mean?
She just travels the village, selling them.
And selling what? You said escape from this place, but you're still here. If you escaped, you would have been gone. I do not appreciate people trafficking in children.
I've got to find a page, because it's not right where it wants to be. So he shows you this small mincemeat pie.
You traded your son for a pie?
Dream pies.
No response.
Amorous's eyes
Rel
are
remembers.
nearly on, like, they look like orbs
Oh.
of fire now.
Wait, is this like a thing in Strahd pies?
Yeah.
But love those pies.
Oh god, is this gonna be like Sweeney Todd pies?
I've never seen Sweeney Todd.
They're made of.
Act 1
Oh.
Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, Rum's face already answered that, so they're Sweeney Todd pies. Okay.
Okay.
It's like mashed up.
Your eyes are flaming, and he's like just like gaunt and staring outwards.
I paid for your child to be returned to you.
We don't have any money. You try
I
to shut
don't.
the door again.
I'm stronger than he is. For sure, I'm stronger than he is.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I am
But it
still.
doesn't hurt to roll. You're stronger than him.
And then as I'm grabbing on, some of my druidic magic is just getting a little like loose for me, and the door is beginning to just, the vines are starting to creep out from the door because it's wood, so it's doing. I am a druid of the twilight. I am bound to purge undead and evil from this world. That creature is definitely qualifies, I would think. Tell me what you know.
I don't know anything. She just sells them.
So you don't trade children away for pies.
He ran out of money.
Don't buy the pies. They're pies. I don't understand.
Would if you tried one.
Can I look at this pie?
Yeah.
Does it
You can do.
smell
It
like
looks
any?
like a small mincemeat pie. It smells like delicious, freshly like fruits, and there's just sweetness.
Just a pie. It's no always here. If you need food, I can create food. It is sustenance. That is all.
The dream pastries are good enough.
Dream pastries. Why would you call them that? It's an unusual name, don't you think?
No, they save you from this place.
I don't think I understand, but nothing can be worth the life of a child. Think long and
So-
hard. No, you would give up both of your children for that.
Give up other people's children too,
I grab him at this point.
so I can return.
I should kill you where you stand and spare your children your evil. But it would not do any good. And I grab the pie out of his hand and throw it on the ground and stamp on it.
Okay. He's powerless to stop you.
And then I,
Grass.
with my other hand, I produce, I do the good berry spell. Here, if you need food, take it.
He holds out his hand, and you fill them up with good berries. He doesn't say anything.
I love how you gave up when I said a spell name to wait good berry spell.
Cool, good berry.
It is called Goodberry. The
You're
spell
like,
is called
I can't-
Goodberry.
I know, but you're like, I cast her, I good berry spell.
Right.
Oh,
So
gotta
I
read-
slept for. Oh no. Bye bye.
I'm
What were you
going...
saying?
And then the last thing I do is, I'm going to end her and whatever pie she's doing. This cannot be right. Please take care of your children while you still have them, and while they still have you. And he'll shut the door
Okay.
and head to find Arena.
Right, so you don't go after the woman.
No. I think
As
it would
you
be dangerous.
head down towards Arena, you hear the slow creak of an opening door. As you turn around, the father is scooping the crushed pastry off the floor into his mouth.
What is in those pastries? I'll ask, maybe Arena will know.
So you head over to the Burgomaster's Mountain and mansion. Approaching it from this side, you've never kind of taken heed of it because the only time you saw it was leaving. It's a weary-looking mansion, and it's squatting behind a rusted iron fence. The gates are twisted and torn, and the right-hand one is cast aside on the ground, the left creaking in the wind. The squeal and clang of the gate repeats incessantly. The ground is choked with weeds, and they kind of press menacingly upon the house themselves. Against the walls, the growth has been trampled down to create a path around it, and there's claw markings stripping the beautiful finish off the wall. Black burn marks tell of fires that have assailed the mansion, and not a pane or shard of glass stands in any of the windows. And they're stained with the signs of evil.
Oh, this looks good. I rap on the front door.
You hear shuffling and movement, and Ismark's voice carries through. Hello?
Ismark, it is Amorous. There was some complications. We need you at the church to bury your father.
What complications?
The priest he's dead.
How? How did Donovich die?
In accident. His son was a creature. We purged the creature, but during the ensuing battle, something happened to him. I wasn't there. He seems to have fallen and pierced himself on a... Anyways, we need you at the church, please.
I will make preparations to head out.
Is Irina...
Forgive me, but I'm not leaving with just one person from this house.
Yes, Irina is there, yes?
You will again forgive me if I don't answer.
Yes, fair. I'm talking to the door right now, yes?
Yeah, just talking through the solid wooden door.
I will have something... I will see you at the church in a minute, but I will have a question for you later, I think. So thank you. I will see you later. And then I'll head back to the church.
So, people at the church, Amorous walked off, and then you started building up the fire and done it. So by the time the fire's built up to this rolling, kind of smoking blackness, almost dragged it onto a bad screen.
What, like a spoiler?
I don't know. Death House. That's a bad screen. So by the time you Delvin went in with Tilcreus, look around, you kind of walked out. The fires.
Delvin went in with Delvin.
Yeah, fine, but you're Tilcreus. It's like a
Delphcreus.
medium rolling fire, and just you're sitting about, kind of contemplating things.
Can I go up to Bob real quick? I just remembered I had this.
What do you have?
The
can't
Holy
be
Bone
good.
Shake Stick.
Okay, yes.
Bob, you officially are the proud owner of the Holy Bone Shake Stick.
The what?
You heard me. Holy Bone Shake Stick.
It's a bone stick that you use for like sprinkling holy oil and stuff like that. It's one of those things that looks like a rattle that like priests have.
I am not gonna accept whatever he's gonna give me because I don't trust him anymore. Because he rather side with the undead over helping me.
Well then.
So I'll just ignore him.
Orc's gonna hold grudges.
Amorous, you traipse back up. Everyone's just kind of milling about and standing around. They're not. Everyone's kind of taken their own section of the surrounding area to stand off away from each other. An air of high tensions.
I looked it up. Would this be it? Would that be it?
Amorous is kind of sitting here. Amorous is
What's the
sitting.
picture in
No. I can get you what it's called again. It's got a fucking stupid name. It's like, oh, it's like an. Oh, I just knocked off my space bar. No. That's gonna be a fucking pain in the dick. It's called an aspergillium.
Oh, then it's this.
Yeah, it's just like a holy shake stick. It really is.
Typing Holy Shake Stick Priest into Google. Find it.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, I just wanted to know what it looked like. Okay, continue.
Okay. Amorous is waiting for Irina and
I'm trying to find a missing part of my space bar.
Ismark.
You wait for about 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and eventually you see a figure move up down the road, coming up towards you. And it is Ismark.
Is he alone?
Yes, he is alone. Well, what have we got here?
Hello, Ismark. As you can see, we've built a pyre for the father and his son, but we don't know what to do with your father. You said you wanted him buried, but
We don't have a priest anymore.
we have a cleric. We do have a priest. It's not the priest that you want.
Isn't that cleric needing some rest?
That cleric does need some rest, as do we all. But
I don't really know what to say of the situation.
That makes almost all of us, I think.
I'm no holy man. I just want my father to make it safely to the other side.
we could build a pyre for your father.
I'm gonna drop the shake stick in front of Bob and
I'd rather his body be buried.
Of course.
It was his wish.
I mean, if I can start digging with my claws, I
No
mean,
matter how horrific, it was still home.
Fair enough.
I can just dig with my claws since we don't have anything else. It's gonna take time though.
We must
There would
have
be
some
like
shovels.
shovels and stuff towards the graveyard.
Yeah. So find the plot for him and begin digging.
I'll need help.
So Ismark brings you to a family plot. There's a few graves. Most of them are cracked and worn.
It's like back here somewhere.
Yeah, so it's right through the gate at the back. So I'm trying to fix my keyboard right now.
That's okay.
So I can
While
use spacebar. There is a description, but it's very short. It's just basically there's an iron gate and a dingy fucking graveyard.
yeah, while we're walking over there, I'll ask Ismark. Ismark, I ran into an old woman as I was coming back from the church. She was putting a child into a sack.
Hmm.
She was selling something called the dream cake, I think they said. They traded
The dream pies.
yes, dream pastries. What could be in them? Where are this woman? Where's this woman from?
I know not. She rides in from the west of town. And she only sells to people with children.
Has anyone ever tried to stop her, or?
People tend to stay out of each other's business here. The only time help comes its way is with adventurers like you lot.
I even add that we're going to kill a couple of priests.
I stopped the sale of the trade that was going on. The father was trading away his son to this woman, and I gave up all my gold for it. But I do not mind. But I think I must stop the source of this. Would your sister know anything? Maybe.
Irina tends to stay in the house.
Fair
I don't
enough.
like her going out on her own, let alone talking with people like that.
Maybe the little lady's lonely. Maybe she just wants kids. She's too old to have kids, so she just trades kids for pies.
I will be.
Worry to tell you this, but I don't think your promise of money will have deterred her from picking up whatever child she was after.
I don't think so either.
I have heard people talk. They do have some sort of enamor for these pastries.
Yes, the father. I smashed the pastry on the ground, and he ate it off the floor.
Maybe he really just likes them.
Ruby, I really like your naivete sometimes, but this is not good.
It's also not good to, go in a basement and try to kill someone's son. Sometimes the good that you're doing causes more trouble for everyone else.
Succeed in killing
Kill
someone's son.
Donovich's son.
Yes, he was a vampire.
It's causing problems with the group. We didn't agree with it.
I have my own moral quandaries about it as well.
I think I've made a good decision in asking you for help. If you can slay a vampire spawn, you may be the ones to save us.
You knew he was a vampire spawn.
You just said he was a vampire. There's only one vampire in Barovia.
What?
Wait, what?
Strahd.
Yes, Strahd. Everything else is a spawn or creation of his curse.
Wait. Did we just technically kill one
Good
of
thing we got a group of vampire lovers then.
Did we just kill one of his kids? Technically.
No, not spawn in that way. They're called vampire spawn. They're just spawned from the curse of vampirism. And Ismark kind of looks up at Castle Ravenloft, high above you all.
This is great.
By the way, love Bob going on the heat there now. It's we got vampire lovers.
No, Bob doesn't really like most of us now.
Vampires and the undead are a general problem, but how we go about making them from a problem into a not a problem, that is, I suppose, up for debate.
The problem is that he just seems to like a boy, from what I saw.
I know, Ruby, but
What
vampires.
happens? So if one of us turn into a vampire, you guys are just gonna one-shot us. You're just gonna moonbeam us and forget that we were friends or we were human or more, just forget everything.
Would we be able to? Would you be able to resist the hunger, as Donovich's son Doru was able to? No, Doru was a monster.
On the map, you can see you're around about E here in the village of Brovia, like here, and you can see the Castle Ravenloft here. It's these this is like stratified on cliff edges, so you can actually see up and see. You can't see like the base of it, but you can see like the kind of towers of the castle looming above you all from where you're standing.
How can you say he was a monster? He took no action against you at all.
He didn't try to attack until
He
was
cowered.
attacked.
Even after the first attack, he cowered.
Because he was hungry. You don't know these creatures.
We could have locked him up. We could have came back with stronger spells. I explained everything that we needed to know. I knew what spell we needed.
But
we could have came back.
In that time, do you know that Donovich wouldn't have let his son out eventually? That he wouldn't have cracked?
No, but did you know that he would have?
Yes.
Can you guarantee that he would have broken out? Can you guarantee that the
vampire
vampire would have actually done anything?
Either one of two things would have happened. Either Donovich would have let his son out, or whoever made him a vampire spawn would have come for him.
I'm not saying what we did was completely wrong. I'm just saying.
No,
we should have at least thought about it before attacking.
I know, and if we had the power right then and there to...
We did have the power to
No, we
right then.
didn't.
We had the power to...
Those spells that you are talking about are far beyond me. Far beyond me, you, or anyone here.
We didn't have the power, but we had a choice.
We did have a choice, and yes, I agree.
You
You
didn't even give us time to talk about it. You instantly attacked. You didn't do anything besides attack a poor, quivering child in a corner.
Well, remember
he was not a child.
He did hurt Bob though as well.
Hurt Bob after the fact.
But he didn't stop either. He went for me as well, and I didn't even attack him.
We gave him multiple opportunities to leave.
We gave him a reason to attack.
Listening to you, Bismarck raises, kind of steps forward and raises a hand and says, "So you're telling me Doru was underneath the church for over a year?"
I don't know how long he was in there for. We didn't.
He went missing over a year ago.
Well, then yes, a year.
He looks so...
That priest stayed strong an entire year, and no one came to let that thing out.
I don't know.
That's
why.
all I'm hearing.
I don't know why. A vampire creates a spawn. That's how it works. They create their spawn, and then they come for them eventually.
Does anything here make sense? Have you seen?
No, and that's the problem.
That makes sense.
Well,
and you can't call it being uncommon or it not being something you've seen before. In any situation in this, We got attacked by mist.
Okay.
We got attacked by
Finn.
mist, and I am a tiefling now. I have horns and a tail. I'm aware of things being not normal, but... And yes, I agree that... I was hasty in my decision, but...
You know what though? Oh, wait a
I'm
minute.
not judging you on your decision.
Well, I'm judging you though, so Chris, because you didn't even try to help us in the end.
What do you mean? I did.
You
I fired across them.
wasted spells and time as well, and you've done that multiple times. It seems like everything's just a joke to you.
Bob could have very easily died.
And that would have been his problem because you attacked for nothing.
No,
I was-
no.
I'm
But it doesn't
against
mean
the
that
attack.
his blood would not be on your hands. Do you not understand that?
I feel like we're not really a team anymore.
We need a win, a good win.
Like, while all this is going on, am I still inside the church, or have I gone back to an inn?
It's up to you. Do you want to like stumble off?
Yeah, I want to go back to an inn and rest.
I don't even know if there is an inn in this fucking place.
Is there
Usually,
a straw?
Not
Some
necessarily.
straw in the in an alley?
I
Maybe.
can't
You
imagine
could lay-
Barovia.
You could
It's-
lay on a bed in the church if you want, or do you want to actually just go exploring? Because you would have no idea of where to find an inn. So if you're hurting so much, you would.
Weren't
probably
we
just-
at an inn before we came here?
No, you were at Ismark's house.
yeah, no, not that. Delvin went in and
No, he went to a tavern.
damn, I thought I was right.
So yeah, you don't know where an inn would be. You could wander around and look for one, but I don't know how you would feel about that with your current state. It's up to you.
Then it's not good to wander around.
Okay. I was
By
hasty.
about now, the hole's been dug deep enough.
Yes,
The earth is soft and malleable here.
I will say, I was hasty. Silkris was foolish. Bob is overzealous. We all have our flaws, but in this place, we need to stay together. And I think for the good of us, maybe, we find where these... I should have mentioned, I saw the old woman. We should find where they are. If they are taking children, they must be taking them somewhere.
Amorous, I
Yes.
understand you want to be a good person. And I wanted to be a good person, but I don't think I am anymore. But I won't forget that you threatened to kill Socrates as well.
He
If
was
you're
going-
after information, I don't have it, but you could always go seek the Vistani.
That's fine. Would any of us know what that is?
The
The old woman.
Vistani, they're the travelers. They roam across Barovia, and they know many things.
Seems as good as place as any to go next, I suppose. And I did threaten to kill him.
Yeah.
And
I'll
But-
just say one more thing. We can stay as a party, and you're right. We need to stay together. None of this has been easy. It's been a load of shit one after another. But if it gets to a point again where there is questions being asked, make one move, and I will attack you as a negative party against this group.
that is fair.
The other Delvin step for go. I won't let you hurt anybody in here at all. This is my group, and you have no part of it.
And
We're not
this,
friends.
this is also a problem, by the way.
I agree.
It was only one of the dwarves.
Yes, there... We don't know what happened. We...
There should only be one of them.
I hasten to backtrack, but just to warn you, the Vistani are spies for Strahd, so
Oh, good.
any information you ask from them
We'll end up
is
back at Strahd.
very telling of what you're attempting to do.
But I don't think Strahd controls these women.
No,
doesn't
but they
feel-
work for him.
I don't think so. It doesn't.
Controls them as much as any business operation controls them. He allows them to travel through his realm in trade.
Yes. There is a difference between allowing an evil and being participant or directly. Do you know what I mean? But I don't think he will care if we wipe them out. And I just have a very bad feeling.
So are we going for these people, or are we trying to figure out this weird crack pie baby child thing?
If
What-
there, it depends. Do you want to try and investigate? I would vote to investigate these children. This woman is taking children and wrapping them in sacks and taking them away in a cart.
Look, can you please just help my sister out before you do whatever this is and get yourselves killed? You
Yes.
promised.
Yes, of course. I don't know where they are. I don't know anything. But so you want us to
We're just taking her
transport-
to another town again, right?
Yeah, it should be easy.
Thank you. I'm
We'll
sorry.
keep our promise.
Sorry, it just felt like her only hope was slipping away.
It's- You wait. You said the Vistani are travelers. Do they just travel these lands?
They are the only ones allowed to leave, is what I've heard.
It's
Can't wait. If they can leave, surely smuggling, getting your sister to them would be more ideal. Somehow make a deal with them.
They work for Strahd. And Strahd wants my sister.
Yes, but guards work for a king, but you can still bribe them.
Amorous.
There's nothing that he could offer them that Strahd, the owner of the entire land, couldn't give them. I think that's what he's
maybe.
saying.
The
Maybe.
dwarf is right.
He has no leverage over them. And plus, the ones that brought us here were probably working for him as well.
Probably.
I agree.
The only thing I could even consider leverage that I could use against Strahd is Irina, and I'd rather have my body spilt out across the floor before that happens.
I understand the sentiment. Well, we've finished burying your father now.
We should just rest first before we head off and check on Bob.
Indeed. I don't think I saw him leave. He's probably resting in the church somewhere. Maybe we should do the same.
We should return to my house.
I'll want to bring Bob.
I will help. And Ismark comes with you to the front, to the church, and opens the doors.
Fine, Bob. Sleeping, I assume.
Just resting.
We're going to go back to the Burgermaster's house. And we'll rest there, okay, Bob? It's really hard to maintain that accent with okay, Bob. Just to let you know.
Don't worry, guys. Dean's fucking my character.
I can agree to that.
Bob, do you need help?
But I'm not gonna go anywhere with Silcrius as long as he's gonna be in support of the undead.
I don't think he's in support of the undead, Bob. I just think he's...
He have proven once that he would rather stab me in the back for the sake of the undead.
When did I
I
stab
will
you in the
not.
back? When did I stab you in the back?
You make a choice to help the undead.
I made a choice to try to get a son back to his father. It was not to help the undead. Or
I was to
hinder
help
you.
the undead, and that's how I see it.
It wasn't to help the undead or to hinder you. It was the sole choice of to try to bring some right into this whole land of just wrong. Why the hell?
Which I was already doing, and you chose to go against that and try and help the undead, which I am against. So I have no trust for you.
You gotta realize what you're saying right now is just flawed logic entirely.
It's really hard for me to take that seriously when you turn into Delvin in the middle of a fight.
As you guys are all just talking, the two Delvins are literally sitting there going to each other like, them arguing about gods and crap. It doesn't make any sense. Gods just seem like a hassle. You know what isn't a hassle? Animals. They're simple, they're easy, and bar fights. They're just mumbling to each other like random bullshit.
Real quick, Dean. How long has it been since I cast my spell?
Quite a while. It would have dropped off.
Okay.
You're still Kratos.
Can I assume that it dropped off halfway through this conversation?
No, it would have dropped off before, way before Amorous came along. I believe it's an hour, isn't it?
An hour,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hour. It probably dropped off while you were burying the body.
Damn it.
Silcrius, I think all Bob is asking is that you don't... In the cases where we are... In the cases that we were dealing with creatures like this, creatures of undeath,
The undead.
we need to be very cautious. They lie, they cheat, they steal, they do not have souls
And that's
in most
fine.
cases.
I completely understand where he's coming from, but he's not seeing my point of view. He's not at all trying to see my point of view.
No, I don't think.
He's going solely off his teachings. And if I went solely off my teachings, I don't think I could appear for a party like this. But I'm not. My teachings were all about... I was basically a hermit for years. And now I'm with a party. It's just...
Why are you here then?
solely off everything that you've been taught. The world is too complicated. We're in too messed up of a place for you just to see everything in black and white.
No, but that's part of the point with the undead, and it's why it's the...
Not
It's-
black and white, there's no place for undead in this world. That's it.
Yes, there are lots of grey within that. No place for undead can mean that we can convert them back. But the spells required, the abilities needed, the time...
Converting them back, that again, they cannot be converted back. Once you're dead, you're dead. You don't go against the natural ways of life.
Vampirism is
That's
not
it.
death.
Vampirism,
You are-
it is...
Vampirism is more of a curse than anything. You don't die from vampirism unless you actually get killed during it.
You do
Can't be a
die.
vampire. You can't be a vampire. If I could get him, if there's a spell out there to get him back to being human,
There are spells for many things. There are spells that... So Christ, there are spells in my Druidic order that far exceed what I would call normal life. I could turn, for instance, there are spells within my school, the Circle of Twilight, that would allow me to... If you were to die here, and I were to resurrect you with those spells, you might not come back as you. You might come back as a tiefling, as a tabaxi, a dwarf, a half-orc, or any number of other creatures. Would you call that normal? Would you call that life? Yes, magic can do many things, Silkrace, but the question is not whether it can do, but whether we should. Sometimes there are limits for a reason.
and
Magic
sometimes
doesn't
you
solve...
shouldn't rush in and attack for no reason. we had fairly understood the situation. You full on attacked him. Bob charged in and nearly died. We completely messed up that situation. We could have handled it a lot better.
Yes, no one is saying we
Even if
didn't.
it went to a fight, we could have. Bob didn't take so much damage. Look at him. Bob's barely standing
Yes.
up right now.
Nobody is saying it's not still, Cress. You hammer this point home over and over again, but you don't listen to us.
You're
You
not
say
seeing
we're not.
both sides. So basically, you have Bob being stubborn on his side. Then you have you being stubborn on your side. Why can't you just guys make peace that you guys aren't going to like each other? You guys aren't going to see eye to eye, but we have to stick together because it's a hellhole right now. You
That
want to
is-
go off on your own? Go off on your own.
I'm willing to compromise my principles at the moment because this place is so dangerous.
And by the way, if I become a vampire or any weird thing, please just chop my head off.
As you wish, Ruby.
I'll note that one.
Thank you.
Shall we make haste? Night is coming.
Yes, please.
Right.
I don't think I need to tell you what night brings with it.
Done with this
Are
conversation.
we near the forest, by the way?
You are. You're quite near a forest. It's probably like a 15-minute walk or so, but like you could. Let's have a quick look at the world map just to be sure. Yeah, you're relatively close. Like it's definitely within like a short jog. Put you on Barovia so you can see yourself.
Oh, Jesus. This map is
You're at the
freaking
north side of
huge.
the village, but you're between those two buildings displayed on the map
Okay.
at the very
So,
top.
right
So
there.
I'd say,
So,
yeah, quite close.
yeah, right near the forest. Okay.
So as we walk back towards the, I can't remember what the guy's called. His house.
Who's Mark? Yes. It's okay. I forget it every session too.
I'm gonna forget it constantly throughout the session. I'm horrible with names. I'm gonna use message.
That's okay, Simon.
Okay, I'm going to use message, and I'm going to tell Amorous about the fact that I don't think the church. So I first of all, I forgive him for saying they're killing me because you know I was a bit of a dick, but I don't think the church was completely an accident, and explain that the wood that the priest was impaled on wasn't there when we left, and just leave it at that.
What?
Okay, I see.
You can reply to it, Amber.
Shit. Do I have? There's no vocal
You don't
component.
have
I
to.
just think it. Yes.
Yeah, you
Okay.
just think it.
And no one
It's,
needs
and
to
it
tell.
has to be less than like I think it's like.
No, there's no text limit on it.
It doesn't have a.
Oh, it doesn't have text
kind
on it.
No, it doesn't seem to. I looked it up.
Oh, okay.
It just says you send a message and they can reply.
Okay.
It would be reasonable, but.
Do you?
And you can't have a tete-a-tete vis-a-vis. It's just 1, 2.
Yeah, one back. Yeah. Nod if you think it was the other Delvin.
I just nod towards him. Sorry, stretch. I nod towards him.
That's a problem. Right. Shit.
I think we'll end it there unless anyone has anything else.
No.
I was just gonna say, as we're walking through the forest, do we see
Oh, you're not
anything?
walking through the forest. You're
No,
walking
no,
through
no.
the village.
The reason I asked
When-
about a forest is something else, but
We're near it though, yeah, like we can see. Like I'm just looking into the tree line if I can.
No, you're walking back through
Alright.
Barovia now.
can I?
Ah, cool.
Because I wanted to.
So, if
I
you
wanted to
follow
try
along-
something.
Yeah?
This is the church.
Yeah.
This is roughly where we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say, give me a moment. I want to try something, and I walk off towards the forest. Really, not in it, but like near the edge of it. Can I? When I look into the forest, because I'm looking for, like, animals of any kind.
There's some animals, yeah.
Like, what?
You can't see anything like on the edge of the forest. It's not really. They'd probably be deeper, but you get a sense of like movement and stuff from like your lifetime living in the forest. It's not still. There's definitely things in there.
Okay. I want to find an owl or a bird of prey, something like that.
Not on the outskirts of here.
I'd have to go deeper
Not
in.
at this time. Not at this time of the day for a owl or something like that.
Yeah.
Night is drawing in, but it's
It's not late enough yet. Okay.
No, you'd have to go on a vigil or something to seek one out.
Okay. I want to find the first animal, just the first animal I see in the forest.
Okay. Rat scampers out from the bushes.
Okay, and I cast animal friendship on it.
Okay.
So that, of course, level 1 because there's no other spell. I actually didn't burn that many spells.
No, I'll say that you charm it. I'm
Okay.
not gonna roll for a rat or find rat tables, so you can have
And then I
it.
just hold out my hand and let it kind of climb on me. Let it rest on me.
A bit mangy.
You will be my
It's got
little
a plump
friend.
tail.
You will be my little friend. I will keep you with me. And you will help keep me safe. And then I run back to join everyone else.
Okay.
I shall call you... I shall...
Chipotle.
No, I'm not calling you Chipotle.
Chipotle is a great name.
I shall call you Belgie.
I don't know. I think Chipotle was better because then it could be
Chipotle
chip.
was a lot better.
I shall call you Belgie.
You better not be
Chipotle Southwest
doing-
sauce from Subway is pretty good.
You better not be doing one of these things like old lady swallowed the fly to catch a goat kind of shit. 'cause
No,
What?
well, I was thinking, oh, I'll look for a wolf, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna have to go way deep, and they're not gonna be alone. And don't doing that. So
Is he like trying to cheese something with the rat?
No.
It's like you swallow a fly to catch a spider, and you swallow the spider to catch a bird, and you swallow the bird to catch a cat, and you swallow the cat to catch a dog, and you swallow the dog to catch a horse, and you swallow the horse to catch a cow. And oh no, it ends on horse, doesn't it? Because
My brain is hurting.
It's an old nursery rhyme.
I've never heard of it ever. No, for real, I've never heard of it.
that's a really old nursery rhyme, yeah. Oh.
There was an old lady who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. And it repeats like that. And she swallowed. And the final thing is, she swallowed a cow to catch a goat. She swallowed a goat to catch a dog. She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider. That wriggled and jiggled and tickled inside her. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. Perhaps she'll die. There was an old lady who swallowed a horse. She's dead, of course. But it like builds up, so everyone's a new animal.
It's just the rhyme, I guess, and the flow of it. It just
Yeah.
not so much the context. Just
So that's what I'm thinking. It's like get a rat, and then get an owl, and then get a child, and then we'll follow the child back to the woman.
What?
You know, I don't know. It's a good
No.
point. Anyway,
That's
next
madness.
session you'll be setting off on your journey to Valaki, unless you have any other plans.
Nope.
Escorting
I think
Oh,
we said it.
Jesus.
Skin Irina